Hey everyone, Tarun here again in my very luxurious apartment. It's a penthouse in Beverly Hills. It's amazing. But hey, I was actually in Tampa the past 10 days, so I haven't been making videos. I don't know if people watch these videos or not, but I have been getting a lot of emails. So thanks so much for everyone who bought my book. And I've gotten some emails about writing. So I thought instead of emailing everyone, I would just make a video and you can just watch this video. I'm a genius. No, but I was in Tampa. It was great to get away from LA. Basically, I'll tell you the quick story. So since I went to a boarding school when I was 14, and since I was 14, I pretty much have been away from home, which was in New Hampshire, where I was born and raised. And even summers when I went to college, I always found a way to not be home. I was always doing stand-up comedy in New York, where I went to college. And I kind of feel like now my parents moved to Tampa, so I now try to go back as much as possible and make up for lost time and be a better son. So, but it's great. I love going back and just taking a break. I think everyone should really just, take time off and reassess things, because for me it brings a lot of clarity and I'm more lucid. But it was fun. But anyways, going back to the original question about writing, people are asking me about how to get started writing, how to put your thoughts on paper, how to write a book, how to write TV stuff. Okay, so basically, I'm pretty honest. My only goal with these videos is to be as authentic as possible and to not hold anything back. This coming from a guy who pretends to be a Bollywood star on stage. But so basically, my deal with writing, it's when I was younger, I thought I had like a speech impediment. I don't know what it was exactly. Like my mom says, because I spoke Thulu at home, it's our language, that I wasn't speaking properly. I thought I had a speech impediment, so I had to go see this speech therapist. So I was really insecure about speaking out loud. Like I remember I hated speaking. I hated reading out loud in class. I hated everything about it. I was insecure. It's the way I sounded. I kind of sound like a girl sometimes. So when I was a kid, I loved to write. And I won this contest in school. I had to write like a book, like a short story, and I won for my school, right? And it was the first time I've ever had acknowledgement for something I did, and it made me feel encouraged at a young age. So I kept writing more and more, and I loved writing comedy. And this is, again, without any ego, because I didn't know anything about careers or money. I just liked doing it, and it was a good expression. And everything up until from when I was a kid till now, I've tried to just continue to, journal, to write blogs. Yes, the TV, film stuff is kind of more directional of trying to get a career going, but I've always found it as a good expression of who I am as a person and reflecting, my inner thoughts. So that book that I wrote, which I should make a video to sell that book, but I just haven't done it. And the reason why I haven't done it was that book, actually, I started writing that book maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I remember I started writing it, and I wrote 2 chapters, and I was like, I can't do this. And I stopped. I just stopped. It was like I couldn't finish it for some reason. I had this block. And then I picked it up again, last year, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna finish this book. I got out of a bad relationship, and I was like, I'm gonna put everything I can in finishing this book. Not saying it's a masterpiece, but if you read my book, it's pretty much who I am. A lot of those stories are pretty much true, for the most part, without saying any real names. That's why even that first chapter, I was like, gosh, I'm getting a blowjob at first. I was like, should I take this out because people are gonna see this? I was like, no, what, leave that in because, I just wanted to make it as true and possible, keep my real voice in it. So I wrote that book with intentions of having nothing to do with sales or making it into a movie, none of that stuff. I just wrote that book as a clear expression of who I am as a person, and that's really where my writing comes from. If you want to write, even if you think you're a bad writer, you should at least make the effort to try to write, because it probably won't be good, but you'll get better the more you do it. And I feel like just the act of writing and putting your thoughts down, it makes me feel, mentally better. That's why I journal pretty much every single day. I write, my God, every time I get broken up with, I write letters to my ex-girlfriends that they never see, just to put that out on paper. I write my goals down. Like, it's such a powerful instrument. And I'm sure it's been proven in history of people using writing to just, gain clarity of thought, of focusing on their goals. And it's helped me a lot. So here's what I would suggest to you. I mean, again, this is advice. I hate giving advice, but people have been asking me. Honestly, just write what you want to write. I feel like when people tell you, oh, you got to do it like this, that's totally false, because, their path is different than your path. And I feel like the writer's journey, especially, look, I'm a guy, I'm still improving. Every single day I'm trying to get better and I'm learning new things. And in fact, I'm trying to write this second book. I'm like on page 60. Like, I want to kill everyone, kill all the characters off like a tsunami on page 60, because I'm like, I have no idea what to do. But I'm going to finish it because I feel like I can just show up every day and just walk into that fire, see that blank page. And if it's shit, who cares, right? Nobody's seeing that page except for me. Someone actually asked me, they said, Tarun, why do you still write all those other things when you're doing your stand-up? You should be devoting all your energy in your stand-up stuff. And I was like, you know what? It's just that the stand-up, I need to get booked on shows. I need like a real audience. I'm driving on weekends to these godforsaken towns that it's exhausting, I'll be honest with you. But the writing, I can just pick up my computer and go. Nobody can dictate my terms. I can write whatever I want to write. Whether it's good or not, there's a certain sense of freedom when I write, and it makes me feel good at the end of the day. Like when I write a page, even if it's, again, total shit, I'm like, wow, well, at least I did something, and it makes me feel productive. So anyways, I would just highly suggest to you, if you want to write, do it. Like, you don't have to show anybody, you don't have to tell anybody. You can be your story, you can be someone else's story. I mean, it's really a lifesaver for me, and I hope it works out for you. All right, don't send me your writing because I will not read it. Have a good day. Bye.